So in this particular circuit we have find the current through 4 ohm resistance. Now this is the mesh analysis. So let's write I1 current in this mesh, I2 current in this mesh, I3 current in this mesh. Now we will write KVL for each and every mesh. We will say that the voltage here will be plus, minus, it will be plus, minus, here it will be plus, minus. So now KVL at mesh 1, KVL at mesh 1 will be, so I am starting from here. So if I am going to look at the front, then it is plus 8 volt, so plus 8. Then here minus 2 I1, then this one minus 2 I1 as well as I2, but I2 is flowing in the opposite direction, so I1 minus I2. Then here again minus 2 I1 minus I2, I3 is equal to 0. We can rearrange this and write it as, so this is our equation 1. Similarly, we can write KVL for mesh 2, which is this one. So again, for this current I2 I will write, since it is going from this direction, so it is plus minus here, plus minus here, plus minus here. So KVL at mesh 2 will be, so let's start from, let's say from here. So this is going to be minus of 6, so I can write minus 6, then minus of 2, minus of 2 I2 minus I1, then minus of 2 I2, then minus of 4 I2 is equal to 0. This we can rewrite, we can rearrange and write the equation as, similarly for the third mesh, since the current is flowing in this direction, I will write this as plus, minus, this as plus, minus, this as plus, minus. Now we can write the KVL for mesh 3. The KVL for mesh 3 will be, so let me start from the front. So 6 volt minus 4 times I3 minus I2 minus 2 I3 minus 2 I3 minus I1. That is equal to 0. This equation can be rearranged and written as, solving equation 1 and 2 and 3. So solving equation 1, 2 and 3 with the help of a calculator, just like we solve the simultaneous equation, we will get the values of I1, I2 and I3 as, and the current that is flowing through 4 is either you can say I2 minus I3, or you can even say I3 minus I2. So let's say the current that is going through 4 ohms will be the current I3 minus I2, which is 1.5 minus 0.5, which is equal to 1 ampere. Now it can be even I2 minus I3. In that case it will come as minus 1 ampere, but since we are not concerned about the direction because the question says to only find out what is the current through. So we will say that even if the answer comes as minus 1 ampere, we will write it as the current through 4 ohm resistor is 1 ampere.